Okay guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to get into vector additions using the parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, so we have this question that I've written on the board, right? So it says the points H and K are the midpoints of the sides BC and CD respectively of a parallelogram ABCD. Now we are to prove that 3AB plus AC plus AD is equal to 4AH plus AK. Okay, so now let's get into it. So first of all, you are going to draw a simple diagram, right, to guide you on how you are going to solve the questions. So let me just draw the diagram. So we have a parallelogram AB. We have a parallelogram like this. We have A here, we have B here, we have C here, and we have D here. Okay, and we are told that H and K are the midpoints of BC and CD respectively. So H is the midpoint of BC and K is the midpoint of CD. So here is our K. Okay, so now we have to prove that 3 times AB plus AC plus AD is equal to 4 times AH plus AK. Okay, so basically when we have an equation that we should prove it, what we are basically looking out for is that the left hand side, right, must be equal to the right hand side or equivalent to the right hand side. So if we can prove this, then it means that our equation is true and we've been able to establish a point. Okay, so now let's get into it. So we have 3AB plus AC plus AD is equal to 4AH plus AK. 4AH plus AK. Okay, so now what are we going to do? So first of all, once we have something to prove like this, what we are looking at doing is that you are going to figure out what is in the left hand side and what is in the right hand side and how you can express them to look like each other. So you can see that in the left hand side we have AB, we have AC, we have AD, and on the right hand side we have AH and then we have AK. So it's much easier to express dependent vectors in the independent form. So you can see that when we look at this, AB is independent, AD is independent, but AK from A to K and AH are dependent. That means they cannot exist on their own except there are independent vectors available. Okay, so now my interest is going to be changing AC because AC is dependent here. AC is dependent here. So now let's look at AC. So what can we deduce for AC from here to there? So AC, we can see that AC is equal to, let's establish the arrows. We have AB going this way, BC going this way, and remember we are dealing with a parallelogram. Once it's a parallelogram, then that means two sides are parallel, right? So we are going to have this arrow here and then we are going to have that arrow there. Okay, let's move on. So we know that AC, which is also going in this direction, AC is going to, for you to move from A to C, you have to move from A to B and then from B to C. In other words, A to C is equal to A to B plus B to C. Okay, so now let's establish that. So AC is equal to AB plus BC BC. Okay, so now we have AC having AB in it and then having BC in it. So now with BC, we don't also need BC over here. We don't also need BC over here. I mean, BC is independent, but we actually don't need BC because when we express AK, we will not have BC in it. So we need to express BC also in another form that we will need. And when you look at the laws of parallelogram, the right side or two sides are parallel. That means that this BC here is equal to AD. It's the same thing. So we can say that, but BC is equal to AD. Therefore, we have AC is equal to AB plus AD. Okay, alright, so now we have something that we can actually work with. Okay, so we are going to put AC into the equation for the left hand side. Okay, mind you, we are dealing with the left hand side. So for left hand side, we have 3AB plus AC, which has been deduced into AB and AD. So we are going to have plus AB plus AD plus another AD. Okay, so this is on the left hand side. This is on the left hand side. Now we move on to the right hand side. So for the right hand side, so now we have the right hand side, which is equal to 4AH plus AK. So we are going to expand or express AH and AK in a form that will look something like what we have on the left hand side. And on the left hand side, we have ABs and ADs only. So it is very best we express AK and AH in the form of AB and AD. Okay, so now let's look at AH. So we have AH here, that is from here. So we have AH moving from here to here, and then AK moving from here to there. Okay, so now AH also has an arrow, and this arrow is also going this way, and AK is also going this way because you are moving from A to K, and you are moving from A to H. Okay, so we can establish by the laws of parallelogram or by vector addition of parallelogram that AH is equal to AB plus BH, and then for AK we can establish that AK is equal to AD plus DK. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. We are going to have 4 into bracket AH. Our AH is AB plus BH. So we have AB plus BH. Now plus our AK. Our AK is AD plus DK. So we have AD plus DK, bracket close. Okay, so now we have some ABs and ADs. We have variables that we actually don't need. So we need to express BH and then express DK. So how are we going to do it? We know that by the laws of parallelogram again, BH is going to be equivalent to A to this point. Okay, let's call this point X. If we call this point X, BH is equivalent to X because BH or H is the midpoint, right? If it's the midpoint, then X is also the midpoint of AD. So BH is the same as A AX by the laws of parallelogram. Okay, so by definition, BH is equal to AX. Okay, BH is equal to AX, but AX is the midpoint of AD. So we can equally say that BH is equal to half of AD. BH is equal to half of AD. Right, so BH is equal to AX first of all, which is also equal to half of AD. Okay, so this is what we have. Alright, so now what is DK? DK. So DK is equal to, let's look for DK. So we have DK here. Again, K is the midpoint of DC. So we can also put a midpoint here and call this point Y. So if we have point Y here, then we are saying that AY is the same as DK. If DK is half of DC, then AY is half of AB. So we can establish that DK is equal to AY, which is half of AB. Half of AB. Okay, so now we've been able to express all the vectors in forms that we want to actually work with. Okay, we've been able to express them all. So now let's equate them and then prove the equation. Okay, so back to our initial equation, which says prove that 3AB plus AC plus AD is equal or equivalent to 4AH plus AK. Okay, now let's substitute them into what we've gotten so far. So we know that our left hand side we had this, and then on our right hand side we had expressions that we have here, right? Okay, let's move on. So for the left hand side we have 3 into bracket AB plus AB plus AD plus AD. Which is equal to what we have on the right hand side, which is 4 into bracket AH, which we've already expressed. We have AB plus BH, which is half of AD, plus AD plus DK, which DK is half of AB. So DK is half of AB. DK is half of AB. Alright, so now we can now simplify them and then make sure that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, so here we are going to have 3 into bracket. We have AB plus AB, which is going to give us 2AB. And then AD plus AD is going to give us 2AD, which is equivalent to 4 into bracket AB plus half AB. We have AB plus half AB, and then we have plus AD plus half AD. So now we've grouped them. Okay, let's continue. So we still have 3 into bracket 2AB plus 2AD is equal to 4 into brackets. Now when we add this, we have 1 here, we have 1 here plus half, so it's going to give us 1.5, which is going to be the same as 3 over 2 AB plus we have 1 here, right? 1 plus 1 over 2 is going to give us 3 over 2 AD, bracket close. Okay, so now let's expand them from the brackets. So we are going to have 6 AB plus 6 AD, which is going to give us, when we expand this, we are going to have 4 times 3, which is 12, divided by 2, which is going to give us 6 AB. We are going to get 6 AB here, and then when 4 multiplies 3 over 2, we are going to also get 6 AD. Okay, so now guys, you can see that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So by this establishment, then we've proven our equation that the left hand side is actually equal to the right hand side. So hence 3 into brackets AB plus AC plus AD is equivalent to 4 into brackets AH plus AK. Okay, so this is how you prove an equation using the properties of parallelogram. Okay, so I believe you learned something, and another session we are going to get into a different theory and a different question. Okay, so kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and expect more information and more content. So I'll meet you again. Bye bye.